Alright. Here we go. I don't know what was going on with that. Here we go. Let's go ahead and bring up... Oh, I forgot. What? It's been a while. It certainly has been a while since I've streamed. Good night. And it's not detecting the game at all. Fantastic. Oh gosh, let me change it and see if I can bring it back up, because I don't know what's going on with this. I'm not okay with it doing this to me. Try booting it up again. Maybe that'll work. Hopefully so. Okay, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it was being weird. Oh, gosh, please do not tell me that you're going... Okay. There we go. Ugh. If it's not one thing, it's something else today. Had such fun amount of time trying to record, and having this happen as well, so it's just a bundle of fun today. Alright, let's continue this adventure. There we go. Welcome back, hero. Trust you have a peaceful respite. If you ever feel lost after a long rest, you might want to speak to your fellow party members for advice. Oh, may you be watched over. Alright, okay. Let's go ahead and leave. I remember what was going on last time, so I'm not lost or anything. Unfortunately, we didn't get too far when I streamed this game a couple weeks ago. Yeah, first boss kind of wrecked me, so I kind of had to call it for that night. But I do have the option of having a much better way to go about this, I guess. We'll see. After taking a small break, finishing Dragon Quest XI, we'll see how this will turn out. Whether it turns out fantastically or it's going to be a nightmare, one of the two. You know, it's just going to be kind of like whatever. Happens, happens, I guess. Alright, so we don't have enough. Well, I said, oh, I'm forgetting buttons already. No. No. I don't. Okay, there's the. Gosh. I think it was more damage than anything that was not doing that well. Well, yeah, because I replaced everyone's armor, got Yangus a shield. His weapon isn't that great, but we'll kind of roll with it at this point. Okay. Enemies are defeated. No problem. I feel bad that I didn't even beat the first boss before the end of the first stream. But I think that's honestly one of the reasons why this game sticks out so much to me, is because the first boss is that difficult. Normally, first bosses, with a few exceptions, pretty much all first bosses are somewhat of a joke. They've got some challenge, but for the most part, they're a joke. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna check. What was the, oh. Yeah, I have pretty much no money. So, let's move on. Because there's not a reason to stick around with that. Alright. Now I'm trying to move from one PS2 game to another. Because I was recording some more of the Gregory Horror Story. And that was... While the game's fun, it got slightly annoying. And I forgot that I don't one-shot these moles. Oh. That might be a problem. The tension returns to normal. Alright. Let's keep moving. Thankfully, a lot of these fights right now aren't going to be too bad. It's just when we get to the sneaker dude. I forget what exactly his name is, but he's the little eyeball guy that lives in a sneaker. Drakis. Those, not too terribly annoying, but they got more attack than a slime. Enemies are defeated, and off we go. I am going to be streaming quite a bit of this today, so... maybe and possibly things will go well. But I have been thinking, since I know this game and how long it is, I am slightly debating about doing this, is I'm gonna try to possibly do like a kind of a scary game stream like the last week of October. I think like it might end up being in November as well, just simply because I don't know how everything's gonna go as well. I'm not entirely sure. I'm gonna try to do something for Halloween, but I know I'm working that day. I have to check exactly how long ago it was. Well, not long. Gosh, how long I have to stream. Oh my goodness. Let me see. I might have to do it that. You know what? I could probably do something on that Monday and Tuesday, because shoot, I'm working till close on that the 31st, so there's not really much I can do about that. I know for sure I'm not wanting to come in and stream right after that. But I'm going to be streaming a good bit this week anyway. Take that. You missed. You didn't do any damage. Oh, the mischievous moles. Yeah, I'm only having to take this route. I don't have to take the other one because I already got that treasure chest. I do miss having a run button. Skipper, that's what that guy's name is. And this guy actually hits like a truck, so I'm going to do my best to take him out as quickly as I can. But the mischievous mole's not helping any. Both of them aren't helping any. Nice. Uh-oh. I'm defending, really. There we go. Less damage that I have to worry about. Hello, mischievous mole. Goodbye, mischievous mole. Angus is now level 7. His attributes improve. Well, improve. Got skill points all the way around. Oh, man. I'm going to put them in the scythes. Kind-hearted, learns heal. So, that's another reason why you kind of want to run around until Yangus gets 10 on Humanitarian. Because that's really helpful to have 2 healers. Now, he's not the best at healing by any stretch. We've got plenty of other better healers that we'll get, but him having heals nothing to sneeze at. Well, that guy, both of them are silly. As long as they just keep their weird dancing to themselves, I think I'll be fine. 14 experience, it's alright. It's not the best, but it's alright. Yeah, we're gonna want to heal when we get there, because I'd rather not go into the boss fight completely injured, because good grief, having half health on pretty much both of them, yeah, that's gonna hurt. Alright. Thankfully, none of them decided to psych themselves up. I might be speaking too soon, but the fact that they're only doing 1 damage is really nice. That or no damage. Alright. There we go. Two skill points? Fine. Don't put them in courage. Alright. actually did not mean to do that. Okay. But no, I did not actually mean to do that. Thankfully it tells you no. We're not going to do that. Alright. Reach out and take it? Yes, we are. Back again for more. You must be a punishment glutton. As you wish, you'll defeat me as many times as I like. I mean, I'll defeat you. So, yeah, if you die more than twice against this guy, or if you learn if you die twice against this guy, he'll actually give you different text. No, actually, don't do that. Just straight up hit him. I want to give Hero a chance to show something cool, but at this point I'm just hoping I can do something about it. Alright. Your curse is nothing to me. At least a hero. Ouch. Alright, heal. State of high tension. And there you go. That guy is not giving up. Oh, didn't get it. Oh, Yangus. Again, nothing happens. I'm slightly disappointed in this. Ouch. Alright, I'm gonna give it one more shot. If I don't get it, I'm gonna just attack. Yeah, I can't actually do that. Heal up. No. Alright. Fine. I can't keep doing that, that's the thing. Because that's really not going to help me out. 66 points of damage. Not bad. Ugh. Defend Hero, please. Yangus, heal him with an herb. Of course, you don't even aim for Hero. Ow. Well, that's unfortunate. I keep... Yangus is cursed and cannot move. I'm gonna heal Yangus, and Yangus is gonna psych up. Pretty much you want to have a lot of health and defense for this, because good grief. How much damage does just 5 do? 22? Yeah. And the thing is, the curse, it will never hurt, well, it'll never actually hurt Hero, so it's best to use tension up with him. Geezer's defeated, 107 experience, 108 gold. He drops a seed of strength, and we put it in our bag.
Oh, the pain, the pain. Oh, my old wound. Ever since I got this, I've not been right quite. And it's all because of you. What?
Yep.
You don't know what I'm talking about? Then you...
Yeah, I actually did.
You're
Correct.
not the true owner of this crystal ball. No, The shame! The shame!
Yes, have all the shame.
So strong. Strong enough to withstand my fearsome might. You are no Tortune fella. Wait.
No.
Could you be... The waterfall rears many humors, you know.
Really? How does it rear all the humors?
A castle called Trodain has been cursed. That it was overrun by thorns. And that only one person inside survived.
Oh, really?
He set off on a journey, leading a horse and cart with a lone driver.
Well, I mean, that may have happened. Yep, it's showing a little bit about...
As I thought, that was you! I don't know what you want with this crystal ball, but it's yours now. I accept the hands. Or is it defeat?
It's defeat, dude. Not the hands. The hands is something else entirely.
One last thing. Should you meet the true owner of this crystal ball, tell him this from me.
Oh? And what's that?
Don't throw things in the forewater. So, where they fell. Oh, the pain, the pain, the pain of my own. Oh.
Oh. And he can't even speak right. He's just devastated. Alright. We are going to use evac. So, you kind of do want to have at least 2 MP before you leave, otherwise you gotta run all the way out. So, this way you can actually leave without too much of a fuss. It's funny, I come down, I start the stream, I come down there and beat the boss without too much of a fuss, but I guess that's the thing. That's just how things work. If you know what I mean. But at any rate, let's see how well everything turns out. Whether or not it's going to turn out fantastically or terribly, we'll see. I guess we gotta tell Calderash that he shouldn't be throwing things in the fall water. Because apparently that's bad. I keep forgetting I don't possess a world map yet. Uh-oh. That does not look good. Unless that's just already the house that burnt down. That's completely possible. Satyr. Satyrs aren't terrible. I was gonna say they're not that hard, and the answer to that is yes, they aren't that hard at all. Alright. Maybe Calderash will be happy that we got his crystal ball back, or at least his daughter will be. And they live, oh gosh, in the back of town, essentially, by the well. Alright. And it turns to night. Alright, Calderash. I want you to have your crystal ball back.
I knew you would return before long.
Oh, really?
And it seems you have done as Valentina asked. You see, even with a glass ball, the great Calderasha's eyes see further than you realize. But you are meddling in matters that do not concern you, and you are wasting your time. You can bring back my crystal ball as many times as you like. I will just throw it away again.
Well, we were actually told you shouldn't be doing
What?
that.
Don't throw things in the waterfall. It might open up an old wound. What on earth are you talking about? Enough. Listen to me. No one knows why I threw away my crystal ball. Even Valentina has no idea. I'm not about to confide in a stranger.
Ah, come on. Why not? It's for the sake
Give
of
it to me.
RPGs.
This time I will smash it into 1,000,000 pieces, so it never finds its way back to me again!
Stop! Please stop, Father. I know. I've known for ages. I know why you threw away your crystal ball.
See? She knew.
You,
Maybe.
you know? So you know about your real parents?
Yes. And I don't blame you for their death.
Why not? How can you not blame me, Valentina? How can you not hate me?
Because you were just fortune-telling. Just doing what you do best. I was too young to remember, but you were once a truly great fortune-teller, weren't you, Father? No one knew where my parents had fled to, but to you, it was as clear as day.
Ah. Back then, there was nothing I could not see. The great Calderasha was known all over the world. I was walking on air. Fortune-telling was my life. It was my soul. I thought only of myself, be they good or bad. I cared not who asked me to use my crystal ball. I lived for the vision.
It's all right, Father. You're a good man. You took me in and raised me, didn't you? When I was just a helpless baby. I want to see it for myself. I want to see the great Calderasha in all his glory. I want to see your magnificent powers at work again, Father.
Oh, my sweet Valentina.
And so, after that long conversation, he decides he's going to maybe do some more fortune telling. Maybe he can tell us where Domagus is. Who knows? Let's kind of see what they got up here. If they got anything. I might have came and snagged it earlier. I'm not entirely sure. Okay. Oh, no. No. Monster behavior. Conclusion: nocturnal monsters are far stronger and more vicious than their daytime counterparts. What an incredible discovery. I must now redouble my efforts to fathom the secrets of monster biology. Alright. What's he say? Ooh. Ooh. Looks like he's knocked down and out for the count. Alright, fine. Well, if he's not gonna hear the fortune telling, I had my fun of sleeping. Let's... Oh, he did replace it.
So, you are awake at last. It is already past midday. You must have been exhausted.
Yeah.
I must thank you and your friend. Look, I have put my crystal ball back where it belongs.
That's good.
Many years have passed. since I gazed into the crystal like this. I have to thank you for returning it to me. What is this? Yes, I see it. There is a jester breaking through the southern checkpoint. Yes, the mists are clearing. And the same jester murdered Master Rylos.
Oh no.
Yes, the mists are clearing. Can it be? Surely not. He has changed. But there can be no mistake. It has to be Master Rylos' former pupil, Dolmagos.
What? Gov, he said Dolmagos, right? That's our man. That's the evil magician you and the old granddad are after, innit? So where'd he go after that? What else can you deduct?
Here's Dolmagus is like, I'm fearful.
What else? Let me look deeper. Huh? What's this? Yes, no question. This is definitely my old crystal ball, but look here. It has been chipped. Huh. It must have hit something very hard to do this damage. And look, someone has scratched some letters next to the chip. What? Half-wit? Who's the half-wit? What ignorant lowlife would do this to my crystal ball?
You what? When I ask what else you could see, I didn't mean on the ball, I mean in the ball.
I think he gets that, but that's what caught his attention, dude.
Whatever. I'll come on, Gov.
Something is troubling you, I can see it, come tell me. So you came to ask Master Rylos about information on Dolmagus. But the man was already dead, and now my crystal ball illuminates the mysterious circumstances surrounding his death. Yes, it was Dolmagus himself who murdered Rylos. Perhaps he is trying to eliminate anyone who knows who he is, or perhaps he has some other motives. Even I do not have all the answers, but through the mist I see Dolmagus breaching the checkpoint as he moves south. There's a small village called Alexandria in that direction. I can tell you no more. Thank you for everything you've done. I wish you a good fortune on the journey ahead. Oi, Gov! That's it? Yep. Just the oi, Gov. Alright, well, we're gonna get out. Wait up, Gov! And, well, you were kind of dawdling, just standing there staring at space, man. I ain't got time for that. We got a Dolmagus to capture. Trying to sound both southern and country, and it just makes it sound all weird. I mean, it's not that hard, but, you know, it's what it is. Okay. I do want to... Okay. I do not have anything I can really give him, so we're just gonna go ahead and leave town. Meet up with our... the king and princess.
So, what happened? Did you do what the young girl asked? Well?
You should know, dude.
What? Dolmagus killed Master Rylos? The same Dolmagus we're looking for?
Yes.
That fiend killed his own teacher?
Yep.
And you say he headed south?
Yeah, apparently he
Then
busted through the
there's
checkpoint.
no time to lose. We must go after him at once. Let's be on our way.
Wait. Oh. Okay. Something about that cutscene really cut the frames real bad. Not sure exactly what. But that's weird. Alright. Well, Mr. Bunny, I think your nonsense is not welcome here. Not at all. I'm not sure if it's because it's trying to load anything in or what, but some craziness is going on. It's fine when it's in battle, but when it's out, it's not. I'm gonna have to see what I can do about it in between streams, or at some point do an intermission and try to fix it. Alright. Castle Trodaine. I don't know if going this way is going to do me much good. I forget exactly where all this stuff is because I don't possess a world map yet. Not too bad. The fire spirit has been defeated. The short shooter. Okay. If you see any mob that's on the field in this game, they're known as like more or less like a special mob. And as you can see, he has he's gonna have a different name than the normal enemy with this kind of name. He still goes down, not too terribly bad, but he does give you always something to drop, and it's usually a monster coin of some sort, and they give you a little bit more experience than the norm, and they do pop up more than they'll pop up again, so you can keep fighting them. They won't always drop the coin, but they'll have the experience and everything. Alright. But you do want to keep stuff like that in mind, like the mobs on the battlefield. I don't know how to feel about this really bad frame rate. I'm really not okay with it. Alright, let's... Really? Bunicorn was not defeated? Slime, please. Oh, yeah. I forgot what the Capuchum? I forgot what they did. Well, that's a fault on your end. You messed up the chance to actually do some real damage. An armor of Echo Essence. I believe that's a healing item. Yep. So that's actually a pretty good drop from one of the mobs. A healing of 60 HP. Yeah, that ain't bad at all. What? Ah, slimes. How dare you? Not too much. The slimes eventually don't give you much of anything. In terms of experience, they weren't meant to. They're more of a joke enemy than anything. Well, there's the waterfall again. And the thing is, and I didn't show this beforehand, the slimes were like, we're out. I don't remember if this is something you have to do. Or, well, there shouldn't be any enemy like difficulty spike because you come this way. And please again. I think what I am going to be doing is I did let the live stream of the previous one. Previous time I streamed. As I was saying, I think I'm gonna let the previous stream that I had stay as the... I'm letting it stay that, just the stream, but from now on I'm gonna have it as like episode by episode. And there's nothing really hanging out here. And you can kind of see where we're headed somewhat. It's gonna be that direction. But there is a little cottage up here that we're gonna check out. Lips, Candy Cat, and Drackies. Yeah, fantastic. Just the circus. And the biggest joke of them all. I mean, these guys don't really do much. Alright. Let's go ahead and head inside. So, I'm more than likely, especially if it's going to be like really easy fights, I'm going to be cutting those out. Found a seed of agility. Vial of holy water.
I don't often get visitors all the way up here. Well now that you're here, could I ask you a little favor?
Sure.
Okay, I'm only going to say this once, so clean out your ears and get listening. If you go outside and look at the view from the top of the mountain, you should be able to spot a tree with red leaves.
Yeah, we saw that earlier.
It had a bit of a kip there when I was out there the other day. It seems I left my tool bag behind. I don't expect you to do this for free, of course. I'll give you a small reward. I'll be waiting here in my hut for you to bring it back. Try not to take too long.
And it's a little small side quest. You don't have to do it, but you can certainly do it. You get something really good out of it, so I don't see why we can't go ahead and do that. But since it's going to take a little bit to get to that, it's going to take a little bit to get to that tree and back. We'll kind of just mosey on over there. People who are watching the VOD don't have to worry about this, but
because I'm gonna be cutting that bit out unless some story bit shows up. Then of course I'm gonna do it. That or some silly fight. One of the two. Each party member receives all of them points. All of them points? Possible. Not quite sure yet. Pain in the neck appears. Oh yeah. Pain in the neck is actually quite dangerous. Heal Yangus. No. Thankfully. Alright. Let's see what happens when we get to psyching ourselves up just a tad. Because I think, honestly, this is going to be the best way to fight pain in the neck. Ow. Oh, come on. Of course. It's going to happen when I have tension. Alright. Heal Yangus and Yangus defend. Ow. I'm going to use an herb and Yangus. Oh, well, that happened. Of course, pain in the neck is defeated. Oh my goodness. Copper monster coin. Well, that happened. We're having to go back to Fayberry. And we're dragging a coffin. Yes, this is what happens when you don't actually have... When someone you have is knocked out. You're dragging around a coffin, and the person that would normally be running around in the world, which is Hero, is now replaced by Yangus, or so on and so forth. To revive, you have to come back to the church, because, of course. Resurrection, and you do Hero. And the amount it will take to actually bring back someone from being knocked out is going to incrementally increase as you go about your day. Not really, but as you level up, it's going to cost more and more to revive you. Eventually, that will become completely pointless, but it's something you want to keep in mind because you don't want to have to keep spending money on something like that. Now I think about it, I do have a good bit of money. I could do that. Let's look. I'll sell one. I typically want to keep... I don't know about you guys, but I typically like to keep some items that I use for... fighting. Well, not fighting. I like to keep items that you can sell for money, just kind of tucked away. Just simply because it's the whole idea of if the money's not there, one, you don't spend it, and two, if you get knocked out, you still have that money in case you need to buy some more stuff. That's just my whole thing about it. But that is whatever. Candy cats. Uh-oh.
But yeah. This is why I like the boomerang. Yangus is now level 8. Oh my goodness. Please reallocate points. He's gonna be at 100 humanitarian before we even beat this game. I'm pretty much guaranteeing that at this point. Alright. Oh man, because I want the silliness to ensue with that game, with this game, because there's some silly things that happen. Alright. Just get rid of him. See, that's silly. That they can't do jack diddly when it comes to damage. But yeah, boomerangs do damage to the entire enemy party. Oh. It does damage to all enemies. And the one downside to it is, unlike the usual thing, boomerangs typically don't have the most damage output. But the upside to them, besides being able to they are able to hit everybody, but they aren't the most powerful weapons. Right now it is, but typically that's not going to happen. Also, as the enemies are getting hit, the damage that is done is typically weaker. Well, typically weaker. It is, yeah, it's pretty accurate. Unless you use an ability. And also, the move is a lot... It isn't as dodged as much. So we're gonna come over to this tree over here that was spoken about, because apparently there's something for us to pick up. Well, frizz. Like I just spewed all of it. 1 damage? Well, that was just rude. Alright, you bubble slime. Finds a tool bag. Oh. I was gonna say we're gonna head back, but you know, reasons. Draki's like, I'm out. The other two weren't able to leave. I strictly prohibited that. Oh gosh. Alright, there's a treasure chest actually over here, so let's head over there and see what's inside. Whether or not it's going to be something amazing or not, who knows. 82 gold coins, not too bad. Alright. Let's see. It shouldn't be that far to getting to the, yeah, it's not going to take that much to get over there. I didn't think it was. Oh yeah. Gosh. I feel bad. Anyway. One of the things that
is pretty big for... Wait. Hold on. I know I can't head that way. I think I'm heading the wrong direction, honestly. Yeah. Yeah, having a map is nice. And I don't have one. Oh man, and I don't have the spell. Ah. I don't have the zoom spell. I am greatly saddened. Capitians. Oh, a hero grew to level 8. Please allocate points. We're gonna go to 10. Set forth on his journey, learn Zoom. Yes. Yes. Now we don't need Chimera Wings anymore. Ugh. But not having the map still kind of sucks because it's just trying to get to the point where it's like, oh, okay, we can actually get through this without too much of a fuss. No, not really this time around. Alright, satyrs can go away. Oh yeah, anyway. As I was going to say, the boomerang, I actually do like it a lot. Oh, gotta head that way. Alright. I know where to go now. My bad. The boomerang, like I was saying, it doesn't have that... While it's great where it hits all enemies, it does decrease over time to the types, like the damage it does. Because, as you can see, it goes 16, 15. It doesn't always make, like, a damage difference. Sometimes it's, like, 20 or something like that. It's just right now. That's the kind of damage we're dealing. So, there are ways around it. Now, I know this is in some of the following games. I don't know if this one specifically has it. I know it's got some version of it as to where the damage you deal can essentially be equalized, and you'll still be dealing a good bit of damage. It's not going to be like cheap damage, but it's going to be damage spread across all enemies, and it's going to be roughly the same. It's not going to be 100% okay, this is what's going on, but it's going to be roughly the same amount of damage for everyone. So, let's say it does like 30 damage to all enemies, rather than maybe doing 35 to the first one, and then it goes down from there. There is some trade-off, but it's still a good attack nonetheless. And then there's, I know this one has like a cross-cutting attack to where it's going to be like a normal throw, and then it does like a comeback and hits a random enemy. Usually it's the one on the end, at the far right end. But sometimes it's others. Anyway.
Oh, you found it. Let me see. Yep, this is the one. This is definitely my tool bag. Thanks. I suppose I better give you that reward I promised. Hey, you there.
That little mouse you've got there's no normal mouse. It's your pet, is it? Right? Here, have this cheese as your reward. Hero got 8 pieces of plain cheese and put them in the bag. It may just be plain old cheese, but that mouse of yours is sure to like it. And, I could be wrong, but try giving some next time you got yourself in a fight with some monsters. You never know what might happen. Anyway, that's enough noise out of me. Thanks for bringing my bag back. Now, we haven't really touched on our little mouse friend here. And like he said, try it in a battle and see what happens. You never know. They never outright say it, I don't think, in the game. Yeah. It's Munchie's favorite. One of Munchie's favorites. Normal, everyday cheese. We'll put a piece of plain cheese in Hero's inventory. And it does have to be in Hero's inventory for it to actually work. So, you can't actually just not place it in Yangus's inventory. So we'll use the cheese, and this is what happens. As you can see, Munchie has the ability to do a lot of different things with cheese. That right there, it's very minuscule in terms of how much damage it did, but you can actually get it to do some serious damage. It's actually quite silly. And you can add ice element to the cheese. You can have cheese that heals you or revives party members. It's insane. But of course you have to actually have the cheese to do it. But I just wanted to show that off. We're not going to be using the plain cheese, and we'll be using other cheese when we get those, but we won't be using the plain cheese because you actually want the plain cheese to help make the other cheeses, if that's making much of any sense, but we'll be able to use that later on. Yeah, almost all but this one unicorn. It's actually called a bunny corn. I know that. I'm just kind of making fun of it. Alright. This is going to be faster. It really is. Alright. Now from here we'll head to the checkpoint. That's certainly something, that's for sure. More Capitiums. Again, not learning any abilities. Well, right now, Hero hasn't really gotten to that point yet. I'm still trying to decide what I want Hero to use for his weapon. I've got a point in fisticuffs, and I got a point in spears, and I'm thinking that's the way I want to go. I just haven't found a spear yet for him to use. And I know what weapon I want Yangus to have. As far as the other characters, I have an idea of what I want them to use too. It's just we haven't got to that point yet. Slimes up here. Oh no. And they're all gone. You said slimes, where are they? Because I don't see them. Alright, let's see what this sign says. See if one of them specifically says checkpoint. Yep, it does, and we're gonna head that way. So, finally, after this much running around, we're getting to the point of we're moving on with the story. It took a while, because I got lost. But we gained some levels in the process, so it's not a total wash. Wait a minute. We were here earlier. My bad. Alright. Lips, Slime, and Candy Cat. All of them. And just... no. Medicinal herb. And we're gonna kind of run up this way a little bit. Somewhat. Something to that extent. Honestly, who knows? What? Uh-oh. Yep, as soon as you cross the bridge here, we run into the harder enemies. Ow. That's just plain rude. There we go. And as you can see, we already got a drastic increase into the amount of damage we dish out. Well, not dish out, but experience we get. Slime earrings. That's an accessory that gives defense. So we're actually going to give those to Yangus. Actually, yes, equip them. Each person can have one accessory, so we're going to give Yangus the defense accessory because he's going to need it compared to Hero right now. So he also typically doesn't get a lot of defense. He gets a lot of HP and a lot of strength, but his defense is not the best. And also, we're fighting the Hammerhoods that the Hammerhood guy we fought in the cave. Yeah, he's just a normal enemy now. That's something you're gonna see quite a lot in this game too, is to where these guys that were threats to you before are now just normal enemies that are running around. It's really interesting because, like, oh, there's really big threatening enemy that you almost got KO'd against. You can not only get your revenge on him more than once, you can kind of make a joke out of him. And it also kind of gives you a perspective, hey, this is how much stronger I've gotten since the last time I fought him. And that's, it's honestly really nice to have that kind of perspective. Alright. What we're headed for is this town over here. It's the Bodkin Archers. It's not a short shooter, but it's a Bodkin Archer. They can be quite nasty. Well, that didn't last long. Alright, let's head inside town. I already see a weapons place. Oh no, frames! I'm losing them.
Halt! Who goes there? Don't waste your breath, scoundrels! I can spot bandits a mile off! This is for Alistair! Come on, Mash! Let's get 'em! Yes, sir, bangers! Prepare to meet your maker!
Yep, as soon as you come inside town, you're met by bangers and mash.
What on earth are you two rascals up to now? Stop it at once.
They're a bit silly.
Where are your manners? That's no way to welcome travelers. Ow! Ow! Oh. Didn't Miss Jessica ask you to run an errand for her? And here you are playing around. I forgot.
Of course you did.
Better run along before Jessica finds out. Yikes! I'm so sorry. They don't mean any harm. It's just that our village has been through a lot lately. Ask around for yourselves. You'll see. There's nothing wrong with the place, mind. It's a lovely village, really. Make yourselves at home.
Okay. That's such a nice lady. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. When it hits certain, like, areas, I guess it just, for some reason, doesn't want to render everything, which is a bit weird. I know I won't be using swords in this. Not really. So, I'm going to be purchasing an axe for Yangus so he can get the most damage he possibly can. Alright. Excuse me. I can't really purchase anything in terms of armor right now since I spent it on a new weapon for Yangus, but that'll work. Well, there's nothing here. Not too much going on in this place, but there is that house at the end. We're gonna have to somewhat inspect that. Got a vial of holy water. Alright. Nice.
My dad says that women like Miss Jessica because...
My dad says women like Miss Jessica really va-va-voom. What do you think he means? I wonder if I could be... please don't. That's a really bad thing to want to be as a kid. Please don't. That's be really bad. It's a good thing you don't know. Listen to this. I just saw a man at the Albert Mansion claiming to be Miss Jessica's fiance. How can a slimy character like him be marrying her? I just don't believe it. It can't be true. Oh, slimy character. Sounds like Dolmagus. We'll have to kind of find out ourselves, maybe. You know anything about it?
Welcome to the Albert family residence.
Okay. That was pretty simple. Hello. There was never any need for a guard here in the past. I was just hired after Master Alistair died, so I'm still quite new here, really. That doesn't mean I'll be putting up with any shenanigans, though. Make sure you behave inside the mansion, do you hear? Fair point. Let's see, what's the first place to ransack? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Oh. Alright. Some plain cheese and some gold.
I saw them, you know. Miss Jessica and her poor mother arguing like cats and dogs. What were they arguing about? I don't rightly know. Something about revenge, that's all I could gather.
There's the secret to the door of the Eastern Tower. Only people from our village know how to open it. But Master Alistair found it open one day. That's why he went inside to find out what was going on. and someone or something attacked him, and oh, it's so unfair. Well,
To be honest, I never really liked Miss Jessica all that much. Don't tell anyone I said that, though. It's just, she was never really friendly to us house staff. She's always arguing with her poor mother as well. But I do sympathize with her now. I mean, her only true friend in the world was her brother, Master Alistair. So now, she's all alone.
no, this doesn't sound good.
Oh, are you travelers? What a life that must be. I wish I could leave all this behind and go off myself. Oh dear, listen to me. If the mistress heard that, I'd be out of my ear. Then I'd have no choice but to travel.
Sorry, I might have gotten you into trouble with that. Sorry. My bad. I won't tell anyone.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Rosalind Albert. Rosalind Albert. Sadly, my family is currently in mourning. No one is permitted to set outside the house. I'm afraid my daughter is less happy about this arrangement and has confined herself to her room. She's even asked those boys to stand guard at the door. I'm not sure what's gotten into her.
I don't know either. I don't know her. A book entitled Cheese of the World. The world which we have been blessed in with an astonishing variety of cheese. Some of them have more astonishing effects. Spicy cheese will have that young, spitting fire. Cold cheese that will fresh as they chill and goes without saying, and all tastes simply wonderful. Cheese is tasty. Cheese is healthy. Cheese makes everything better. Cheese makes the world go round. Ain't that the truth? Cheese is amazing. It appears to be a book about the history of the Albert family. The Albert family begins with Alexander Cranbardle, a gifted sculptor, a skilled swordsman, and a capable magician. Alexander was truly a unique individual who left his mark in history in a variety of ways, fully deserving the reputation as a great sage. His descendants reap the benefits of a prestigious noble bloodline. They would do well to remember that they have a responsibility to uphold the high traditions of their ancestry. Okay.
Congratulations! You have the great pleasure of meeting I, the world-famous poet Lorenzo. I am not only the son of the Chancellor to a large and prosperous kingdom, but I'm also the lovely Jessica's fiancé. Yes, that's me. She lost her brother recently, so I came here today to comfort her, but it seems to be faced with an unexpected obstacle to our love. There are some brats in front of her door who won't let me in. The sea of true love is strewn throughout the flotsam of despair, but I shall crush the waves of adversity to find the harbor. Yep. Nah, guys, in that case, say, oh, we got ourselves some Wayfarer clothes. You look like a bit of thieves to me, I bet you are. Never wrong either. Oh, it's gonna be like that, eh? Alright then. We'll just find a way around it. Maybe there's a place where we can drop down. Oh. Sorry, I didn't mean that. Kinda.
Oh, look out! It isn't safe here.
Why is that?
Just look, there's a mouse. I hate mice. Why do I have to deal with it? Oh.
Oh. Did not mean.
See? Did you see it? Just now? Oh, what am I going to do? Jessica's room is on the other side of that wall. Oh dear.
Oh, is it now? I'm guessing. I'm glad she doesn't notice the giant mouse in my pocket.
Seed of Magic. Alright. Now, this is something I hadn't gone over yet, I don't think. Because we hadn't got the item yet. Seeds of Strength, Magic, and Agility that we've gotten so far, there's other ones as well. They permanently increase your stats. And depending on which one you go for, like this is the Seed of Agility, this is a Seed of Magic, Seed of Strength. You can definitely use them for pretty much just increasing your people's stats just kind of small and temporarily. And I'm kind of stalling because I'm trying to plug up my headphones because they died on me. But essentially, you don't want to actually do that. You want to keep them. And the reason for that is they are used in various different ways that can actually be beneficial. That would be a lot better off than you just using it to buff your stats permanently. But if we come over here, Hero searches around the area around his feet, there's a hole in the wall. It's just large enough to fit a mouse through. Send Munchie through the hole? Yes. Now, there are going to be sections in this game where we get to control Munchie. Probably one of the coolest things in this game, in my opinion. And here you just kind of run around and you can scope out an area. But usually you have a specific objective as you're running around as Munchie. Typically it's to either cause some distress of some sort because you're a mouse, or something to that effect. But of course, there are some other reasons we come as well. This is going to be another one of them. Oh, can I come up here? Can I? Can't really talk to the other mouse. It's a letter. Take it. Munchie obtains Jessica's letter. Okay, so we obtained the letter, and we gotta go back. She's clearly not here, so that's the thing. She probably left, and left the letter to kind of explain the situation. We're not going to get in here until later on anyway, so we might as well head back. But it's silly. I find it silly. Munchie is a mouse with a mohawk. I find it kind of cool, though. Hero takes the letter and reads it.
Who will find this letter? But please consider it my last will and testament. For by the time you read this, I will already be gone.
Wait,
I am going to the tower in the east. I will not return until my brother's death is avenged. Mother, I'm sorry for the damage I've caused to our family's reputation. But this is about something far bigger than tradition. I must follow my heart, no matter the consequences. Please forgive me. And to Bangers and Mash, I'm sorry for lying to you. I hope you'll forgive me as well. Signed, Jessica.
Well, we're gonna have to tell on her a little bit. That way we can go help her out, because no doubt she's gonna want someone to help.
Lady Rosalind in this boat called Fancy... No, Francis... fiance or something have gone on downstairs for lunch. I wonder what kind of things the Albert family eat. Probably some crazy things. Oh, it's you. I'm sorry about before, but not sorry enough to let you through here. I'm in order to see that Jessica says she doesn't want anyone to... So I can't let people through. What? She's not in her room? Ha! I knew you were dodgy from the first moment I saw you, so I don't think you can put one over me. There's no way she's not in her room. So prove it. Yeah, you can't just say something like that without proof. Are you complete thicko or something? What?
Oh. Oh, we gotta show him the letter. He reads Jessica's letter.
I don't know who will find this letter, but please consider it my last will and testament. I am going to the tower in the east. Mother, I'm sorry for the damage I've caused to our family. I must follow my heart, no matter. And to Bangers and Mash, I'm sorry for lying to you.
What? A letter from Jessica? No way! You're lying!
I sped through it because you already heard it.
She's been in her room the whole time! So how could she give you a letter? I dunno. It sounds sort of real to me. Okay, fine. I'll check her room. But if I'm right, you better leave and never come back! Got it?
Sure.
Right, just wait here. No running away now.
I already know she's not in there, so...
Hey! She is gone! Give me that letter! This is definitely Jessica's handwriting. But if she really did go to the tower, she'll end up just like her brother, Alistair.
No, that's not good.
This is bad. This is really bad. We've got to do something. We've got to get her out of there. You! This is partly your fault.
How is it my fault?
So, I'll open the door to the tower. You go in and get her. Got it?
Yeah, fine.
Okay. We've got to hurry. To get to the tower, go left down the path outside the village.
Bangers joins the party.
Oh, one more thing. I'll leave the monsters to you lot. Listen, Mash. Whatever you do, don't let Jessica's mum find out where she went. Yes, sir, Bangers. Good. Come on. We've got to hurry.
And you still can't get into her room because Mash won't let you. But Bangas will actually follow us around for a little bit. Because we got to go make sure Miss Jessica isn't in trouble. Which she more than likely is at this point. Alright. Well, it's turning night. The best time to be sneaking around. And as you can see, you can only buy things during the day here. You can't buy anything during the night. Alright, so let's head over to the tower that was mentioned in the letter. Now these guys aren't going to do too much damage. They're going to do some. Biggest one you really want to keep an eye on. And they've kind of focused on Hero a little bit, which is a tad annoying. But they've sort of spread their shots out at this point. The Bobkin archers do tend to buff themselves with their defense, so that is something you kind of want to make sure they don't do too much of. Not saying you will completely and always prevent them from doing it, but it's best to at least try to make sure they don't do anything funny. And the tower is of course, this big tower-looking thing. I mean, that's the best way to actually put it. It's a giant tower-looking thing. Alright, Beetle Boys. They're slightly annoying. Nothing completely out of hand. Nothing that screams that they're something we can't handle. We can definitely handle them. Okay, so this place is slightly more difficult than the rest at the last dungeon in terms of just finding everything. The other one was pretty straightforward. This is actually a legit dungeon to where there's all kinds of twists and turns kind of hanging out and about us. And I remember there's a lot of dungeons in this game that will have a treasure outside the actual dungeon before you even walk in. So you kind of do want to take care of that.
We made it! Jessica's in there! Now, let's get this door open. It's a special door, you know. Only the people of Alexandria know how to open it.
Well, quit bragging about it and open the door.
Give it a try if you don't believe me.
And no matter how hard you push or pull, the door doesn't budge. It seems to be locked.
See? Told you. Only Alexandrians know how to open this door. This is an emergency, so I'll show you how to open the door. But you have to promise never to tell anyone. Okay, here we go. Open sesame! Pretty cool, eh? It opens from the bottom. Well, this is as far as I'm going. I'll head back to the village now. You help Jessica.
Doesn't seem too crazy when it comes to having locked doors, but I mean, it looks like a normal, legit door, so it can confuse people. Oh, fungals. Fantastic. They're not too bad. They're not as oppressing of a problem as the Beetle Boys, because Beetle Boys actually do quite a bit. Oh, fantastic. Just... Thank you for waking Yangus up. It's like, oh my goodness, Yangus just straight up put to sleep. Alright, medicinal herb. I am going to use a medicinal herb to heal Yangus. Because he really needs it. Alright. Appears to be locked from the inside, so you do have to come this way. And this place is pretty messed up, so just trying to find a way around all this is something else. Imps. Oh. Yeah. They'll try to cast... these imps will try to cast magic, but they can't do it because they don't have any MP. But they're just showing you what later on imps can actually do. And that first move that guy did, which was thwack, that's actually a really dangerous move. It can instantly kill one of your party, kill the target that it's going after. So yeah, you want to be careful. A lot of those enemies you want to try to take out before they even move, because the enemies that do have a chance to use thwack, they typically use it, and use it a lot. So we got a map of the Tower of Alexandria, which is really nice. So now we have a look onto the grounds. Thankfully there is some well, not too much going on with it. Ow. Now, as you can see, Frogface, whenever you hit him, he switches whether he's on his hind legs or on all fours. When he's on hind legs, he does a lot more damage, and he can do breath attacks that hits the whole party. Well, he typically does less damage when he hits a single target, but he'll do AoE attacks. The frog guy himself... Well, actually, I take that back. He does less damage when he's in frog mode. When he's on his back hind legs, he just does more damage. I had it right the first time. Yangus is now level 9. Oh my. Gains 5 skill points. Humanity increases. He becomes a busybody. Learns the nose for treasure. Now, nose for treasure. This is what it does. Yangus uses his nose for treasure. By the smell of it, there's 10 treasures somewhere around here, Gov. So he can tell you how many treasures are left in the level. Or, open world, not so much, but when it comes to dungeons, this move is really nice. I believe this is going to be blocked for the most part, but there is absolutely nothing. Alright, good to know. I don't know why they give you that option to go in there. There's really nothing in there. Now, if you do this, you unlock the door. You don't leave it, but you unlock it. Yeah, let's go down right now. Okay, yeah. That was the right move. We open the chest for a seed of agility. And we're gonna just kind of go through here. We've got a moonwort bulb, got 22 gold, 11 gold. And we got a medicinal herb. Now, in this game, I believe, if I remember correctly, anything in pots, barrels, bags, those are counted as treasures. So, it's not just treasure chests. So, you do want to look out for a treasure in any respect. Oh. I was going to see if it prompted me to do that. No, it just straight up let me fall off. I'm used to other games that was somewhat nice about it and prompted you, hey, do you actually want to fall off? Alright. Sorry about that. Yeah, because we went all the way to the beginning. It's like, good grief. Frogface just got defaced? I don't know. I honestly didn't know where I was gonna go with that. Oh, boy. Yeah, and we're going this way and then heading up. Oh, for a second I thought the tombstone caused it. Well, that's just rude. Alright, you hit me with that squishy head of yours. Again, I reiterate. Take that. Beetle boy! Hero got to level 9, which is nice. Obtained 2 skill points. Fantastic. Oh, man. I will say this, I forgot how crazy getting a skill point for hero can be sometimes. Well, just getting skill points in general. Yangus has gotten actually really good rolls for it. Typically, getting 5 skill points is very rare, and the fact that he's gotten them multiple times this early on is ridiculous. Getting either 2 or 3 skill points is very typical for any run I've done of this game. Okay. You'll see these really strange looking walls and some heal slimes. As the name suggests, they do heal each other. Their damage output's very minimal, but you'll usually find them either in a group like this or where they're with other enemies, and they'll play the healer. A very annoying healer. Because typically the amount of enemies that they can heal can end up being pretty much crazy amounts of damage being healed. Alright. Enough silliness. Now, let's head upstairs. Now you can see there's a couple ways to go about this. We're gonna go into this room, run into some more heal slimes. Wow, it's just everyone hate on Yangus. Well, that's just not cool. Take that. Heal slimes are defeated. We're good to go. Not really anything going on there. If we come this way around, we get ourselves a medicinal herb, and as you can see, we would have just been greeted by a whole lot of nothing. You actually did have to come this route. Now, you can go through the door, you don't have to. But the enemies are too stunned to move. Why, hot diggity dog. I'm gonna get rid of one of those beetles. The imp's damage isn't as bad as the beetle, but unless they actually use the cold breath, then yeah, it's going to be a lot more significant. Enemies defeated. 69 experience points and some gold there as well. Alright, let's kind of head through here, and we're going to see this little device here. We're going to want to go in, because there is some treasure in these parts. One being an antidotal herb, and we want that. Well, that's just rude. Ow. Good. I was about to say, if he knocked me over, I would have been rightly upset. No, no. Don't you do this game. Oh, come on. Nope. Yep. And I gotta run out too. Well, we're gonna open the chest here. Scale shield. Alright, cool. Yep. Can't cast any spells because he's fallen. We're gonna have to run all the way back out, because there's no way we're gonna fight this boss. They make the first strike. Ow. Please no. Because there's no way Yangus can take on 3 of those beetles. The reason why this is here is just in case you want to make it a lot easier on you on getting out. Oh, fantastic. Kamikaze! But is MP insufficient. Wow, Yangus would have totally been dead from that. But yeah. I think he's just gonna have to take him out. Unfortunately, though, I'm not finding too much of a... Ow. No, 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 no. Aw, come on, game. Why did you let me select that? Oh. Thankfully it went automatically to Yangus, because otherwise I would have been in trouble. Yay. Kaboom. That's actually a really powerful spell. Thankfully, for the most part, these guys have been a little bit of a dingus. A little bit. That guy's actually been pretty smart. Whew. Alright. Just trying to make sure I leave peacefully is a bit difficult. Alright. Let's do that. And go ahead and leave. Crazy thing is I gotta run back too because I don't have a Chimera wing. Right? Yeah, I don't. Alright. Transfer to bag. No. gosh. I'm trying to find something here. Because I know... This is gonna be something. Alright. I will say this, I'm a little bit OCD about the inventory in this game, and oh my goodness. Fine. We're gonna transfer it. There we go. That looks a lot better. That has been bugging me. So we're gonna we fixed that. No. Oh, you know what? Actually, I know that may not work with these guys, but hopefully it'll work with the monsters on the road, and I can get back to Alexandria without too much of a fuss. And no, I am not letting that buffalo chicken get towards me. And nope. Especially with the situation I'm in right now. And I got to the close to the boss room when this happens too. Of course. That is just silly. Hello. No, I actually don't. Yes. Resurrection. As you see, it went up 20 gold coins. Hero was resurrected. Ugh. You know what? The more I think about it, because this is supposed to be like a stream playthrough of a game. I just feel like I would much rather keep them all as just streams to take care. It just streams in general. I want to keep together as one whole thing. I feel like that's the better way to go about it. That's my opinion. Yeah. I think that's for the best. Alright. You. Yes, I would like the other killed. Really? Why aren't you buying? No, 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 no. Buy the Wayfarer's clothes. I don't know why it's not putting that on a default. Oh. No. Oh my goodness. My finger gets a little bit too trigger happy with it. Yes, I would like to sell that. And purchase your scale armor. I don't have too much in the ways of that. Alright, I'm gonna put a Chimera Wing in my bag, just in case. Something like this happens again. Hopefully it won't, but, you know... crazy things have happened. Well, crazier things have happened. Alright. Oh, wait. It's this way. I was like, wait a minute, I don't see the tower. It's probably because it's behind me. Answer that? Yes, that is true. Alright. Now, whether or not this will actually turn into something crazy or not, I don't know. We shall see. Holy water effect wears off. Actually, you know what? Let's just do this again. Holy water. We run into some heal slimes. Oh, game lagged. Really, Angus? Uh-oh. The healing wars begin. They keep healing each other. This is the big thing about having heal slimes. Doing these fights with heal slimes. You'll sometimes run into it to where they're more or less having really bizarre... You're having a really bizarre moment to where they'll be casting healing magic on each other, and it's healing more than what the damage you're doing is. And it's always a full heal. So you're in this really awkward spot to where you're trying to defeat these guys and you just can't. And then you just kind of hope that they either decide to stop healing and try to attack, or you're hoping they run out of MP soon. Because, oh my goodness, sometimes they get a bit silly, to say the least. Alright. Hopefully it won't take as long to get up there. Well, we'll see though. Maybe I shouldn't have used it. Because it may have ended up causing some problems. I'm not entirely sure. Really? Yangus is just like, ah. Oh my goodness. Will you stop with the sleeping? There we go. This is why I hate the mushrooms. Just putting this out there. This is why I hate the mushrooms. If nothing else, is because they keep putting you to sleep. And you can't do nothing about it. Well, anything that uses the sweet breath. Sweet breath puts you to sleep. There's a venomous breath. Oh, some cheese. Okay. There's the venomous breath. There is a blazing breath, which, contrary to what it sounds like, it actually paralyzes you. Which makes absolutely no sense, but, you know, whatever. And then there is the... Is there not? I thought there... Again, I probably went around the back. Yeah, I probably did. Oh my goodness me. I'm feeling a bit silly. Now, I will say this. Usually when it comes to the armor that you get in this game, the armor you buy in the town that you most recently visit is going to be some of the... It's always going to be the best armor you can get. In terms of purchasing, you can find armor and all that by other means. But usually it's the armor you buy within the town itself is going to be able to get you through the dungeon itself. Now, if you're able to find dungeon items and all that, in terms of equipment, certainly it's going to be a lot better than what you would be able to purchase. Sometimes you actually, like you saw earlier, we got the scale shield here. Haha, you missed. Foul. Fuel breath. Oh no. No, 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 no. Thank goodness. I did not need to run out again. I was about to have a slight panic attack. Slight. Organize items. All. No. That's not... Sort bags contents by type. That's what I was wanting to do. There we go. And I'm going to use one of yours on him. Okay. Just for lol's sake, I want to check, because there might actually be some treasure over here, and I would hate to miss it. Yeah, the Seed of Strength. Yeah, I would have been upset if I missed that. And just can turn around. Nope, nothing? Alright, we good. Seems silly to do that, but it's somewhat necessary if you want to check every nook and cranny of each dungeon. And that's the thing. Right now we don't... sure, you'll notice a difference when you use the Seed of Strength. It's going to be immediately noticeable, especially at this early in the game. The one thing about it is, it's not really all that necessary to use them. You'll find better ways to actually use the seeds, and we'll get to them and get to that later. 6 skill points, oh my goodness. Humanitarian war cry. He's already a quarter of the way done with humanity. And we're not even done with the second dungeon of the game. Good grief. I know there is going to be a point where skill points is going to be like the most egregious thing to get. Because for some reason I've had points where I've gone through hours of story and I only got like maybe 1 or 2 skill points for every level up, and it was the most egregious thing ever. Alright. I think we're good. Yeah. Alright. Here we go. The statue's eyes are set with a pair of beautiful shimmering jewels.
You!
What?
I knew you'd be back for the jewels. You killed my brother. Now you'll suffer the same fate.
Wait, no. You caught the wrong idea.
You're fast. I guess thieves need to be quick on their toes. But you won't get away from me this time. Prepare to die!
Wait! Jessica, it's me. Don't you recognize my voice?
Alistair?
What's your problem, computer?
Stay your spell, Jessica. I wasn't slain at their hands.
Stay my spell! But it's too late!
Yep, she just pushes it to the side.
Alistair? Alistair? Is that really you?
It's me, Jess. You have to listen to me, as do you travelers. After I died, a part of my soul was allowed to linger in this statue.
Oh, how convenient.
Even now as I speak to you, the power keeping me here begins to evaporate. Time is short. Look into the statue's eyes. The truth lies within. Hurry! The day I died, the door to the tower was already open. I thought it was strange, so I decided to look around and see for myself. That's when I saw him.
Oh. Oh, wow. This is just... What in the world is this?
Who are you?
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Such a pity.
Pity? What are you talking about? Who are you? Answer me!
It's basically Alistair in a suit facing Dolmagus, but...
Me? I am Dulmagus, and I was referring to the fragility of human life.
Don't know why this is...
Fragility?
I don't know why
What do
this
you
is-
mean?
I don't know why this is a thing right now.
My sword! I can't draw my sword!
I guess you're gonna have to make up in your head. Okay, this is what it's gonna look like, because... Oh gosh. So mad this
I
cutscene
said
isn't working.
such a pity. A terrible pity that a shining young star like you should chance to encounter me.
What have you done to me?
You can kind of get glimpses of the cutscene.
Dolmagus, I won't forget this.
What? You won't forget my name? You're too kind. I shall return the favor and remember yours as well. Now, let us finish this before I feel any more pity.
Dolmagus.
I feel like I should splice in the actual cutscene because I'm mad that this is happening.
It has been an honor making your acquaintance. You may rest assured, your death will not be in vain.
So Dolmagus' appearance is further. Okay.
And now you have seen what the statue saw, my travelling friends.
Which apparently wasn't much.
I don't understand it myself, but it seems the statue of Alexandra has been awaiting your arrival. If the memory of my tale can serve you on your quest, it would bring great relief to my soul. My stay here is coming to an end. It's time for us to part.
No! Alistair! Don't leave me!
One final thing, Jess. Mother may try to stand in your way. Nevertheless, follow your heart and do as you must. Farewell, my little sister.
What a tragic affair. There can be no question. This is Dolmagus' treachery. Cool, blimey!
You're gonna see this face a lot. I love this face. It is so... It's just so good. I don't know how to explain how good it is, but it is so good. You know what? I'm just gonna slightly do a thing because you know this is I gotta have this for hilarity's sake. All right. Yes. All right. I'm good.
It would appear that Alistair also wishes us to bring Dolmagus to justice. His sacrifice shall not be in vain.
Good to know.
Now, we have yet another reason to stop Dolmagus' foul reign of terror. I shall await you by the carriage. Cheerio!
Doesn't even acknowledge what Yangus just did. Jessica sits on the floor, weeping silently. Pair of beautiful shimmering jewels. Well... Oh, I was gonna say let's leave her to her grieving, but...
I really must apologize for my behavior. We'll talk more later, but I need to be alone right now. I'll see you back at the village.
Alright then. And after that, you can evac. And zoom. Let's just make this whole process a lot nicer. Alright. So the objective right now is to really just head on over to the mansion and more or less just wait for her. She needed some time to herself, and we're gonna give it to her. At least that's what you think. I'm afraid I can't let you at night. You have to come back in the morning. Of course, because, well, that's the thing. Well, I was planning on taking a nap inside the inn at some point, so this just makes it a lot nicer.
You're back. You were ages. I was starting to get worried. So where's Jessica? Hmm? Really? You saw her on the in the tower? Well, it's not brilliant, but I suppose if she says she's coming back, that's good enough. Thanks for your help, Hero. You were a bit of a pain at first, but you're pretty sound, I suppose. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. I asked the inn if they'd be able to put you up for the night. I and Mash put our pocket money together to pay for it, so you better not let it go to waste.
See, they're not too bad.
You're up late. You must be exhausted. Bangers told me you'd probably be wanting to bed. I assume you're ready for the night?
Yes.
Sleep well.
Oh, we got another one of those cutscenes. That's good to know. The more cutscenes of those we have, the better. Alright, we did have some restful sleep, so let's head on. Just the diagonals are a little bit weird with this. I don't know why, but I mean, apparently this ROM isn't the best. Unfortunately, because you missed the entire cutscene. I think I am gonna actually splice that in somehow, if I can. If not, I don't know, I'll do something.
Huh? I tried really hard, but Lady Roseland still found out what was going on in the end. Jessica came through the front door as if nothing had happened. Talk about giving the game away. Jessica and Rizzy Roseland are having a blazing row. They'll end up killing each other at this rate. It doesn't look like they're going to stop any time soon, that's for sure.
Alright. Well, we already know how to see what's going on inside, so let's have Munchie do it. Munchie, please spy on people. There's a hole in the wall enough for a mouse. Send Munchie through. We are sending Munchie through. The power of Munchie. And you can't fall off to save yourself some time. You do have to go down the steps to some extent. Oh. Really? So. Oh, they're elsewhere. I have to come back down. Yeah, if you fall off at the railings, you have to go down and come back up. So if you came up quite a way and then fell off, that really does stink. Alright, so she's not in here. Alright. If she's not in her room, because it's been a while since I played this one. It's pretty much, I thought they were behind there because Bangas and Mash were there. But that is not the case. If they're right where I think they are, then I'm gonna feel really silly. Yep. They're over here.
Hold on there. This is a family matter. The lady will attend to you shortly.
Oh, back off, Lorenzo.
I'm going to ask you again, Jessica. Are you entirely bereft of compassion? Will you not mourn your own brother's death?
Not this again! Of course I'm sad. I can't believe I even have to say it. But all you can think of is tradition and family obligations. I'm talking about avenging his murder.
Avenging? You will stop this foolishness this instant. You are a young lady, not a warrior. You really think Alistair would have wanted this? You will mourn your brother's death like a proper lady. It's our family's way.
Our family's way? Who cares about our family's way? I don't expect you to believe me, but Alistair spoke to me. He told me to follow my heart. That's why my mind is made up. I don't care about the consequences. I'm going to make Alistair's murderer pay.
Very well. It's obvious there's no talking to you. Do as you wish. But, as far as I'm concerned, I no longer have a daughter. I want you out of this house at once!
Fine! I was planning on leaving until you came to your senses anyway! Bangers! Mash! Let me through! I'm getting my things!
Yep, she's more than slightly mad. And she got changed quite quickly there.
I'm sorry for not telling you the truth before. Forgive me.
Are you really leaving, Jessica?
Yeah, I am. And I want you two to watch over the village while I'm gone. Alistair told me this would happen. He said you two would protect the town and grow up to be famous warriors. Come on, chin up. Your mission guarding my room is over. I want you to patrol outside from now on.
Yes, sir!
They're just so sad.
Well, I'm leaving. Thanks for being such a great mum. Have a nice life.
She wasn't exactly being nice about it, but okay. Can't imagine who that child takes ever. No doubt she'll soon be back with her tail between her legs. No, she actually won't. I can guarantee that. Oh, man. You can finally come into her room and look through here. And you can actually get Jessica's outfit she was wearing before she changed. And it's actually armor for her. Because if it wasn't obvious before, she actually is a party member. So, we're gonna go ahead and head out. And I believe somewhere along this way we'll actually run into her. Can't remember exactly where. Miss Jessica, she's not here in the village anymore. She's left? I don't know why she went, but I can hazard a guess she probably ran away because she didn't want to marry that awful man. I can totally see that because the guy was Commander Jerk. Is amongst other things, but you know, let's just roll with it. The Fencing Fox. Fencing Fox, well, not having a whole lot of health, does do some really sometimes nasty attacks because he'll do some really undodgeable attacks and They're not incredibly strong though, but he can be incredibly quick when he wants to, which doesn't really bode well for anything. Alright. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of skippers. Funny that he can't do any damage. Their damage is alright. Ouch. Well, no matter. Yes. They can also cast Fizzle and heal and all that kind of stuff, so they're nasty. 3 skill points? Really? I'm kind of just putting them into the bottom selection until I know what weapon I want them to use. Because the bottom one's always a really good one to put it into. Port Prospect. I believe that's where we would like to head to. At least for now. Well, that fencing fox got it. Nice. Alright. I'm trying to think. I don't believe there's much needed to be done here. Oh. Except take the spiked hair out. Oh my goodness. Don't need those guys actually psyching themselves up. That would be very nice to deal with. Spiked hair is defeated. Again, I'm in this whole boat of just trying to figure out where everything is. I could have sworn Jessica would have joined the party by now. But I might have been wrong about that. Headlights, Port Prospect. You know what? I'm gonna head to Port Prospect and actually get the Zoom location, and then I'm gonna head back to Alexandria, because I could swear that there was a something I missed. Just trying to find my way around. Because right now we don't have a direct idea of where to be going. I'll show what Warcry does, because we haven't seen that yet. Well, once we get to that point. Essentially, it's you being able to stun enemies so they can't take a turn, which is... It can be pretty useful. At the utility of it, very beginning of the game, it's fairly good to use. It loses its... It isn't as effective later in the game. Other moves will be a lot better than Warcry. Because as you can see, Warcry only hit one person. Well, it hits a group of enemies. Ow. But yeah, as you can see, they're all shocked. They're frozen with fear. Ow. Yangus is out of here. Especially with that nonsense. Good grief. Ugh. Why do I feel like Yangus is running faster than Hero? He probably is. Okay, where is the church? Okay. Over here. Because I need to revive Hero. Again. Wayward sheep. Would like a resurrection, please. My friend here. A small contribution of 60 gold. Oi, it was just 50, not 15 minutes ago. Wait, he was knocked out 15 minutes ago again? Yes, he was. And not 15 minutes ago. More like 40, but you know, close enough. If you go on the ferry for me, you get a southern continent. Heh I know me stuff. I wonder if that Jessica girl's, yeah. Okay, so, alright. So he's saying to just kind of go for it, so I don't have to go back that way. That's good to know. Alright. Ooh, nice. Oh my goodness, why do I have to pick the most expensive weapons? Okay. And sell the Wayfarer's clothes. Sell the shield. Yeah, I'm still not sure with Hero. Wait, 970. Yeah, I can afford it. Alright, we're gonna equip that to Yangus. Alright, we're gonna have a boomerang and a scythe.
Hello to welcome to Port Prospect. I'm selling herbs, they're only 10 gold each. Could I tempt you to one or two?
Yes.
Good, here we are then.
Obtains a medicinal herb. So, you can purchase the herbs from her. You get them at a semi-okay price. They're not as good of a price as they could be, but hey. But we found Jessica hanging out over here.
I don't have time to argue. I want you to put out to sea now!
My apologies, Miss Jessica, but the waters are simply too dangerous at the moment.
Haven't you been listening? I told you I'd take care of that.
Please forgive me, Lady Jessica. There'd be hell to pay from the Albert family if we put you in danger.
Is there anyone around here with half a brain? Ah, speak of the devil. You're the travellers from the tower. Didn't I tell you to wait for me in Alexandria? I wanted to properly apologise to you. Well, whatever. I'm glad you're here now. Actually, I have a favour to ask. Would you mind coming over here for a minute? So, you're saying you won't let me fight the sea monster?
Well, yes, but But I mean...
Fine, fine. Not to worry. I've asked these sturdy men to take care of it for me. Okay?
Oh well. Actually, we've been looking for someone to take on that very job ourselves.
Well, there you have it. Everyone's happy. Can I count on you guys?
You can say no if you're not ready, but yeah, let's go.
I knew I could count on you. I still can't get what we saw in the tower out of my mind.
Oh, that giant yellow veil of everything. Yeah, it's insanity. I don't know what to say about it.
Who is this Dolmagus? And what does he want? And why did he murder my brother? I'll track him to the ends of the earth. But first, we've got to make the waters safe for ships to sail. The sea monster that's standing in our way is supposed to be pretty strong. You'd better be prepared. I'll be waiting here. Come back as soon as you're ready.
Oh. Yeah, we're good.
Are you ready to set sail? Okay then. Quartermaster, prepare the ship!
Aye, aye, sir.
And at some point we're gonna sail. Oh, we're getting on the boat now.
Prepare to set sail! Weigh anchor!
And off we go into the blue no, sorry. It's playing the music from the beginning of the title screen music, so there you go. Well, trouble's already a-bubbling.
Oh, I hate this tender.
I forgot how silly this guy is.
No, I hate you too, Tickles. These nasty humans and their ships. Always sailing over poor Calamari's head.
Yeah, Teddy, yeah. You humans don't have no manners.
That's right, Tickles. They don't have none at all, they don't. No.
That's why Calamari's gonna stand up for all the poor creatures of the sea, starting by eating these here humans.
Yeah, Tickles, yeah. He'll eat him right up.
And calamari draws near. This is just dumb. Alright. Warcry is not going to work on him, so just go ahead and attack. It's more or less going to be something crazy. As you can see, that is a ton of damage. No, I wasn't oh my goodness. Game. What the actual heck, game? There's no way I'm gonna win this fight. Especially after that dumb misclick. I feel terrible. I mean, I should have been able to pull the... I should have been able to actually do something about that, but you know, of course I have to mess that up. by accidentally saying, "Oh my goodness, let's just not worry about it." Huh. Oh my goodness, you've got to be joking. I'm all the way back here? Fine. Ugh. I guess this was the last place I saved. Zoom. At least I actually have a warp to this place. That would have been bad if I didn't. Alright, so let's actually have it to where we don't have to worry about that.
The Great Shepherdess.
We're gonna have a fave. Yeah. And Faraberry. We are currently saving. Oh.
I successfully recorded your adventure.
Alright. Oh, no! Oh my goodness. I pressed the wrong button. Oh. Of course. I pay no mind to this bit. To where I just completely... I kid you not, I'm so used to the controls of the other Dragon Quest XI that I am messing that up so bad. Oh my goodness. Alright. Let's try this again. And not horribly screw up that. As far as calamari dude goes, is there any, like... Yeah, no, I'm actually pretty good with armor. So he's just gonna dish out that much damage. Oh, that's disgusting. Alright. What's the antidotal herb? Alright. The antidotal herbs are actually really nice in terms of the fact that they cure poison and not a whole lot of stuff doesn't. It does cure status elements, so having some extra ones, especially if you don't have enough MP, is nice. However... let's see if there's anything to be gleaned at over all of this. I don't know. I'm kind of halfway hoping that I can find something that would be beneficial in this fight with Calamari, but it doesn't seem like it. I think I'm stuck with what I got. Yay! So much fun! Oh man. This is gonna be a ton of fun. Calamari is... I will say, the bosses in this game are a tad much, sometimes. Let's actually see if there's any treasures that I can get throughout the town that aren't here. Well... let me rephrase that. That are not going to be some... just treasures laying around, because I actually do want to kind of gather some, if possible. Maybe I can either sell it for a better weapon for Hero, or just... it'd be better in general. Not sure why Hero was doing that, but alright. There is a well over here, so typically wells have some pretty... well, sometimes they have some pretty nice stuff. Depends. No! No, game. Game, don't do this.
I'm so miserable. Water in a well isn't like water in the sea. It's not nice living down here. Not nice at all. I don't feel well. Why don't I go back to sea? Well, it's not that simple. That's why I'm so confused. It's the boss. He's the greatest boss in the whole ocean, but he's been acting weird lately. He's always used to be so nice, but now he's angry all the time. He's scaring the scales off of everyone. He even chased me all away because I was salivating over a bit of his food.
Oh. So apparently there's something off with him. But he used to be nice, but now he's just a jerk. Alright, well... something's rousing the big bad monsters to cause some big bad trouble. Alright. Nothing of interest? Alright. And do we get anything here? A phial of holy water. We're actually coming up on the 3rd hour here. I'll give it one more go. If I can't beat the boss this time, I'll have to do something about it in between streams.
Wow, that was really something. I didn't think he'd be that strong. But the fact is, he's standing between us and the southern continent. Are you ready to try again? Okay then. Quartermaster, prepare the ship!
Aye, aye, sir.
I've usually never had that big of an issue with this boss.
What? You again? Humans don't know when to give it a rest, do they, Tickles? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, baby. They don't know when to call it a day. Well, they're in for a beating now, Tickles. They are. They won't be coming back again. They won't. No. No, they won't. Tenta. No, they won't be coming back at all.
I will say, it is worth getting the game over, well, getting knocked out for that very reason of hearing the insanity that this guy is. Again, turn 1 flame? That's insanity. Alright. Defend. Yangus. Throw out a heal. Alright. Unfortunately, Hero's tension went to normal. But getting that, damage done to him really didn't help much. Hero, you're gonna have to attack after this, because Yangus can't heal a little too much more. Alright. Heal yourself, Yangus, you psych up. Alright, Yangus gets himself slacked up. I will say, doing this seems a bit cheap to always be healing, but with that flame breath, it seems kind of obvious why I'm doing that. Oh, gosh. Psych up again. Oh no. State of high tension. I know that. I was expecting him to hit hero, to be honest. Oh no! Oh, really? This is annoying. Heal. Oh, really? That fire breath is the problem. Heal yourself, please. Calamari attacks again. No. Oh my goodness. The damage from that flame breath is really bad. Ugh. I forgot how ridiculous the bosses were in this game. Tight spot now. Stuck with this shit with the nutcase monster who ain't in the best place with by life. The sound of it. I thought it'd be some little critter we had to finish off easy like, but I didn't know it was gonna be trouble like this. But there ain't no way out of it now. We gotta beat it next time. Ain't that more profound? We're gonna do that in the next stream. Oh my goodness. What I think I'm gonna do in between is I'm going to level up maybe a couple of levels. It's probably gonna, not intentionally, but it's gonna pretty much happen because I'm gonna get enough money to buy the spear, because that would be a little bit of a damage boost for hero, and having the extra damage in general would be nice. Because their defense isn't bad. He's got 38, he has 35. The only he's got 44 attack, which is vastly different. The one thing I will say though, that just kind of puts it in the position that we're in now. 696 declares you need 436. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some levels. Mainly I'm going to be doing this for the money. And from there, let's give Hero the armor a go. But I'm gonna work up to the point where I get the 700 gold, and I'll have a spear, and I'll probably level up a couple of times. Depends on how long it takes me to level up. I might just do one level up, because of how ridiculous that is. But anyway, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one, the next stream, which is probably going to be tomorrow, maybe. I'm not doing. I'm actually off for the next 2 days as well, so I'm going to have enough time to actually stream. I spent most of my day today doing recordings for Gregory Horror Show, and of course I'll be editing those, and those will be going up. But other than that, I'm gonna probably be playing a little bit of this. Either that, or I'm going to be playing a scary game tomorrow. Just to have something spoopy to play. Or actually scary. I don't know. Depends on how you view scares. And I'll see you guys then. Thank you all for coming. Later.